shit, I actually did it. I got to that place in my job that I created, like this job and my clientele, like I created myself without anybody's help except the universe. Hey guys, my name is Gabby and welcome to my channel. Today I am so excited to talk to you about the law of attraction and how I manifested my dream job. And the job that I'm talking about is actually being a personal trainer in New York City and starting my own personal training business. Now, before I get into it, if you are familiar with the law of attraction and you're just looking for a boost or some inspiration or a story that this stuff actually works, you've come to the right place. And if you're not familiar with the law of attraction, I made a whole series about what law of attraction is and how to use it and how it works. But more importantly, I just want to make a disclaimer that law of attraction is not just about sitting on the couch with your eyes closed, visualizing the life that you want, and then not doing anything about it. When I think about some of the most incredible manifestors, Oprah comes to mind because she even said, I am a powerful manifester.
I am a powerful manifester.
And that woman takes a lot of action. You know, she's gotten to where she is not because she's sitting on her couch not doing anything. So law of attraction is a powerful, energetic tool that you can use in order to bring about the things that you want and also to, you know, get to certain places that you want and achieve certain things that you want. So it's a very powerful tool, but once again, you have to use in combination the law of action and the law of attraction. You can't just use the law of attraction and then sit at your home and think that what you want is going to happen, because you have to actually take action. So now that I'm done with this part, I want to tell you a story of how I manifested my dream job in New York City, and every single time I think about it, makes me so happy. For those of you who have been following me for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about because I was in New York City working as a personal trainer for about 3 years and I loved it. I was great at it. I built up a really successful business. So I just want to talk to you and also tell you what little tips or sort of like what little tricks and practices I did in order to make that dream a reality. So we have to start in 2016, summer of 2016. I decided to get certified as a personal trainer. I was working as a waitress for about 3 months and then I worked as a cocktail waitress for 1 day. I sort of quit, sort of got fired. We don't have to get into it. But I realized that I really cannot do hospitality business. It's not for me. I have some friends who like the stress. They like the adventure and the unexpectedness of each day. That was not for me. I cried in the bathroom quite a few times because I couldn't deal with the stress. It was not for me. I couldn't handle it. But I love working, right? I need things to do and I wanted to have a job, but I also wanted to have a job that I love and that I enjoy and that is also fun. So one day as I was walking to the subway stop, I had this idea. I can be a personal trainer. I've been working out at that point for about 5 or 6 years, and I actually had worked with a personal trainer myself for 3 years. I knew a lot about fitness. I loved it. I was passionate about it. So I went home, I looked up at a lot of different certification programs and found the one that I liked. I ordered it, I got the books, and then that summer I studied every single day for about 6 to 8 hours for 3.5 months. I was so committed. I was working on it so much. And then I passed my certification and I was a certified personal trainer. Now, I had my certification and I was feeling so excited, but I was sitting there thinking, oh my God, okay, how am I gonna get clients? Who is gonna wanna work with me? Like, am I actually good enough to be a successful trainer? And that's where the self-doubt comes in. I didn't know what to do, and a month passed by, 2 months passed by, and I was like, I have no idea. How do I get clients? I didn't wanna work for a gym. I wanted to work for myself. So I thought, you know what? I just have to write down on a piece of paper what kind of a career, I guess, or what kind of a job I want to have in this. So I took my notebook and I wrote down, you know, I am a successful personal trainer. I have my own business. I work for myself. I work, 2 to 4 hours a day, 5 times a week. I never work weekends. I charge this amount per hour. I earn this amount per month. Like, I was really dreaming big, and I wrote it down all on a piece of paper, and it looked so beautiful and exciting and glamorous. And then I was like, how on earth am I going to get there? And that was still, I think, was it 2000? Yeah, it was towards the end of 2016. So I was stressing about it, and one of the most important components of the law of attraction is letting go. You have to get out of your own way. And if you keep thinking in your head, how is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? You're not letting the universe interfere with your plans, but also you're so in your head that you're not even seeing all the other possibilities. So I thought, you know what? I need to step away from this. I know what I want. I wrote it specifically on a piece of paper so I and the universe know exactly what it is that I want. And now I just have to let go. So I let go of it. And I think a few days later, I went into meditation and I had this thought pop into my head and it said, see if you can list yourself as a personal trainer. And I was like, okay, intuition, thank you. I'm gonna look into it. So I finished my meditation, I went on my laptop and I Googled personal trainer NYC. And these 3 websites popped up that were for personal trainers where you could hire a private personal trainer. And I was like, oh my God, I've never heard of these websites. This is awesome. I have to look into it. So I looked at the websites and they looked really like upscale, awesome websites, and I could list myself as a personal trainer. So I completed a profile, I added my certification, picture, bio, like I did all these things. And then I was like, okay, now we just wait, I guess. And I waited for a month, I waited for 2 months, nobody was booking me. And I was like, okay, how on earth, once again, I'm going to be a successful personal trainer in New York City, work for myself. And I was even thinking about potentially going and working for studios, but it just didn't sit right with me. And I was like, no, I want to work for myself because it was important for me to set my own hours. And when it comes to law of attraction, you have to be specific in what you want. If you say, oh, I want a car, and then the universe gives you a really shitty car, you can't complain that it was a bad car and not the one that you wanted because you never said what you wanted in the first place. So specificity is key. So I got really specific, on what I want, and it was working for myself, making my own hours, never working weekends, and making a certain amount per hour and per month. And I was like, you know what? I just have to trust it. I just have to really act as if it's already happened. And that is one of the most important things when it comes to law of attraction. It is that you have to put yourself in this vibration, in this frequency, as if it's already manifested, right? So if you want to have that dream job, or if you want to be, in a certain place or achieve certain things, you have to, in your mind, already act as if you are in that place. And I know it sounds super silly, and a lot of people who are like very logical and very philosophical, they're like, that's not how it works. But actually, even if you look at the scientific evidence of the way your brain works, if you are doing something like, for example, clapping, if you're clapping like this, and then if you close your eyes and you imagine yourself clapping and you really go through the motions and you make it as real as possible, your brain is not able to distinguish if you're actually doing it or if you're imagining. And so many athletes have been practicing visualization in their minds because it actually fires off the same neurons that if you were actually moving your body and practicing. So, law of attraction aside, visualization is huge because your mind can distinguish if you're imagining or if you're actually, doing it in real life and observing reality. So with the law of attraction, you have to put yourself in a place where you are living as if the thing has been already manifested. So you're putting yourself in this vibration, and then the universe has to match that vibration. So that was exactly what I did. And to be honest, at this point, I don't even care if people think this is ridiculous, because the people, who understand this work and love working with the law of attraction, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Those people who don't understand it, that's fine. You don't have to understand it. But the thing is, I built up a really successful business and I know exactly how I did it, and I know that this stuff works, and that's exactly what I wanted to make the video. So I was like, okay, I have to act as if it's already been done. I have to act as if I'm already a successful personal trainer. So what did I do? I created a folder on my laptop titled Clients. And then inside that folder, I created a lot of different subfolders with random names like Jessica, Peter, Steven, Lily, Ellen, just to make up a bunch of different names to imagine as if I already have these clients. And then I went into every single folder and I started writing up fitness programs for every single person, because hey, I was a successful personal trainer. So I was doing that every day, at least like one workout every single day, and putting it into different folders for my different clients. And I made an Excel spreadsheet of how much money I was bringing in. And then I even scheduled those clients in my phone. So if I went on my phone and I pressed calendar, I would see that on different days, I would say, oh, training Ellen, oh, training Peter, you know? So I really put myself in this imaginary world. And quite frankly, I was like a child. I was living in my imaginary world and nobody knew about it. Well, my mom knew about it. She knew exactly what I was doing. And she's like the greatest witness of seeing how this dream that I wanted came into fruition. But nobody else knew it because, you know, I don't have to share it with other people. I do a lot of visualization right now and I do all these different practices, but like, I don't have to share it with other people because certain things are just for me. And you know, just let me do my thing. It obviously works for me, so you don't have to worry about what I do and if you don't agree with it. So I was doing it for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then my first client booked me on Find Your Trainer, this personal training website. And he was this incredible man. He was like a super well-respected professor in NYU, you know, just like such a wonderful person. And it was so fun training him because I started training him 2 or 3 times a week. And then I booked 2 more clients about 2 weeks after that. So I already had 3 clients that I was training 2 or 3 times a week. And then a month after that, I got another client. And then I think I got anyways, I started like getting clients like crazy. And because this stuff was working and these, you know, fake clients were actually becoming real people, I was getting so excited and my like excitement level and my confidence just like went through the roof. And then the more I was feeling excited, the more clients would reach out. And at the end of the first year, I had so many clients that I actually couldn't take on any more clients. I got to a place, especially in 2018, like towards the end maybe of 2018 and even beginning of 2019, where I had so many clients, I just couldn't take on any more clients. I remember these 2 people wanted to train with me like 2 times a week, which was great, and it would have been like, you know, extra money, amazing, but I simply did not have the time. So when I was moving apartments actually in 2018 and I was going through my stuff, I found the old notebook in which I had written, you know, I'm a successful personal trainer, I work, you know, 3 to 4 hours a day, never work weekends, I make this amount of money a month, and I had exceeded every single thing. To be honest, I was working maximum 5 times a week, never worked weekends, and I would work for about 2 or 3 hours a day, which means that I would train, like I would have like 2 or 3 training sessions a day. And in a month, I would make more than what I actually had written in the notebook. And when I found it, it's like I was overwhelmed with this love, and I was like, I made it. Like I got to that point that I didn't know how I'm going to get there. I was so worried about how am I going to build up a successful business? How am I going to do it? And then when everything planned out and 2 years later, I looked back and I was like, shit, I actually did it. Like I made it happen. At 19 years old, I began my personal training business, and by the age that I was 21, actually 20, I did it. Like I got to that place in my job that I created, like this job and my clientele, like I created it myself without anybody's help except the universe. This stuff works. And the most important thing is that you have to believe in it, because if you don't believe that it's going to work, and if you just go into this with a mindset of, oh yeah, okay, so I saw this girl Gabby talk about the law of attraction and I really want to build up my business and get more clients, so I'm just gonna like try it out and see what happens, and yeah, whatever. It's not going to happen then. And then when it's not going to happen, you're gonna say, oh yeah, you see, it didn't work. If you are going to use the law of attraction and manifesting and creating what it is that you want, you have to believe that you can actually do it. With anything in life, if we're like half-assing something and then we don't get the results, it's very easy to blame the circumstances. Oh yeah, you see, it didn't happen, it didn't work out. But not often do we take a look at ourselves and say, oh wow, you know, I was actually half-assing it and I wasn't committed in the first place. And as I said, these practices that I did, letting go, writing down exactly what it is that I want and what kind of a job I wanted to create for myself, and also acting as if it's already been done through, you know, creating these fake clients and writing programs and actually scheduling them into my phone, it put me in that place of I am already a successful personal trainer. Now, the one big thing that I want you to understand is that I took a lot of action on this. When I started working as a personal trainer for 2 years, I had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday, because my earliest clients were at 6 in the morning. So I was up at 4:30 a.m. I would get dressed. I would take the train at I think it was 4:55 or 5 a.m. and go to my clients. So it's not that I was sitting on the couch with my eyes closed, thinking I'm a successful personal trainer, I'm making all this money, I'm really good at my job, I have all these incredible clients, and then not doing anything. I had built up my successful business not because I was sitting on my butt not doing anything, but I also know that I got to that place where I wanted to be because I incorporated these two huge things, which is, working with this incredible tool that is the law of attraction and really trusting in my own power that I can create and manifest whatever it is that I want, but also taking action that, supported my vision. So the law of attraction is incredible. As I said, I also wrote an article about this whole situation if you want to read it below and just have sort of in a written format the things that I did. But I am still so proud of myself, honestly. And even when I was building up my business, at one point, if some clients would drop out or, I needed a few more clients, I would just sit in meditation and imagine myself having new clients. And I kid you not, it would happen in about 48 hours. Life is magical only if we believe that it is magical and we open ourselves up to these miracles. And whatever job it is that you want, whatever opportunities that you want, whatever you want to achieve, it is possible. You just have to see it so clear in your mind and know exactly what it is that you want. You have to believe that it's possible. Then you have to let go of your agenda and how you think it's going to happen and just act as if it's already been done. And then whenever ideas come into your head of oh, maybe I should look at this website, maybe I should reach out to this person, maybe I should go to this event, follow these nudges, because that's where the action, the aligned action component comes in. And action is key in making anything happen. But I also feel like if you're only taking action, whilst being in a completely negative mindset and thinking that you're not deserving of this job and you can't do it, you're not going to be able, at least in my experience, to overcompensate your energetic misalignment with so much action. So when you have your energy aligned and you have your actions aligned, boom, magic happens. And I am a witness to it. I did it. I made it. I'm still so freaking proud. And it makes me so happy when I share with people that I started my personal training business at 19 and I built it up in 2 years, to a really good spot. I'm really proud of myself because it's crazy to think that I did it so young, and I did it because I used these incredible tools, and I want you to use them too because they are powerful. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you would like to see more videos like these. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next week. I think I messed up. I will see you next week. Bye.